Do you kind of wish 2020 was over and it was the new year? Well, in some quarters, people actually think of this time of the year as kind of a new year, and there's a story that goes along with that. And as I said, we thought this would all be over by Palm Sunday, and now here we are. And then, you're on. It's time. Your turn. Your town. And you need to share your special wisdom with the entire world. And we'd like to talk to you about how we can help you do just that. My name is Stan. It is the Master Entrepreneur. We're trying to help you be powerful and effective and creative. And our conversation starts right now. And greetings. I'm so glad you're taking a little bit of time on this Tuesday after Labor Day in the USA, perhaps to get your thoughts together and say, what am I going to do now in the last part of this rather dramatic and climatic and not so good year, and how can we make sure, as best as we can be sure, that things might be just a little bit better in the year that is before us. And we do so with the hope and with the prayers and with the belief that all will be well. And like this pandemic, of all the pandemics, it will pass. And there will be further disruptions and other difficulties. But we will press on. We will pray it forward. And we will pay goodness forward. And believe that things will go well for us. A spirit of optimism has to be a part of who we are and what we seek to share with other people these days. Well, let's go into the stories first. I have always had a custom, and it goes back as far as I can remember now, when I first became aware of how to set goals and how to plan and things like that, which actually I never learned in high school or college. It took me a number of years before I actually gained the fundamental power of what I call the 3% formula. And that was the pressure-filled, but obviously the opportunity-filled idea that you sit down and you set specific and measurable and accountable and reachable time-dated goals. You live with deep purpose. You write down the things you want to accomplish. You hold yourself accountable. And you do what only 3% of the population do. Someone helps you, and you help yourself to say, this is who I am, this is what I want to achieve, this is where I'm going to do it, and this is what I'm going to do. And you live your life with significant, powerfully planned purpose. And I was in my late 30s, early 40s when I discovered that. And I said, why didn't someone teach me this in maybe even grade school to start with? Certainly in high school. And why did they ever let any of us out of college or university without saying, you need to know the 7 basic steps for successful living? And only 3% of the population really lives that way, and we want you to be one of the 3. Well, that's part of the story behind my life, and some of the success I've had has come from that, and some of the deep failures have come from the fact that I sought that thing, but fell down, didn't achieve it, but at least I was always pressing on towards something different. So that's part of the story. And what I've done for many, many years is I viewed the Labor Day, which is in the United States kind of the end of summer. You know, we're back to school almost always. We're back to work. Vacation time is over. And we may have had a little summer leisure time, and we may have had a kind of a little bit of a slack in the office hours and in the work intensity. But no, on Labor Day, or at least the Tuesday after Labor Day, you're back at it with renewed intensity. And I always set down some goals and standards. I just enjoyed that day, oftentimes to if I was fortunate enough to be up at the northern Minnesota lake, to be there on the dock and with my Bible and a book and my notebook and maybe a tape recorder, to sit down and think about what I was hoping to achieve going forward in the year before me. And that's where my friends in the Jewish tradition have it right. As many of you know, the Jewish religious tradition celebrates the New Year, or what they call Rosh Hashanah, in this fall time. And it usually falls in September, October, and that's the New Year. And then you celebrate the New Year, and then there are 10 days, what they call the Days of Awe, in which you're supposed to reflect on your life and your purpose. And then the high holiest day of the Jewish tradition, Yom Kippur, and that's the Day of Atonement, when you ask forgiveness for your wrongdoing and you seek God's power to live with a incredible new purpose and power in the year before. And that celebration time takes not in January. It takes place right now, in this kind of end of summer, beginning of fall, harvest time, thinking that that's when we'll do this new kind of work. So I'm going to encourage you to think that way, that you're in it right now, the week right after the Labor Day time. And even if you're not an American, you can join us, because it is a good time at this the solstice time, at this change of season time, to look with new startup intentions. And of course, in this time of the year, we really need to do that, because all of us are in startup mode, start over mode in some ways. And by the way, please check out my pilot program, 20 minutes, in which I tell you how you need to start over. That's right. And how you start up again, and how you stand up, and how you speak up, and how you serve differently, and most importantly, how you sell differently with what I call Spirit Force, Jesus style of selling and living. That's right. Don't you wish you knew more about it? Well, I can help you with that. And then, see what changes. Keep a sharp emotional and spiritual and psychological eye open to just see what changes as you change. And share that with others, and live more powerfully in that way. Hey, this is Stan, and Stan the spokesman, and we would appreciate hearing from you. We'd love to help you in some way. StanHouston@gmail.com, StanHouston@gmail.com. All of us today have to be startup entrepreneurs, and we'd like to help you do just that. And one of the ways is it's truly your time to share your wisdom with the whole wide world. Take a break, and we'll be back and tell you how to do that. As I say, in 20 minutes, you'll learn more here by accident than most places by design. The technology is now awesome. Obviously, I sit here as I used to sit in front of a huge radio console backed up with hundreds of thousands of watts of power and huge 700-foot towers booming my voice around the world. And now I sit here in my comfortable little studio with a microphone, with a laptop computer, and a nice piece of software that cost me $7 a month, and I can speak to the whole wide world. Now, here's something I will guarantee. In your career, in your business, in the things you want to achieve, you're going to have a number of what I call DWI convictions. That's right, DWI convictions. And that's not driving while intoxicated. That's not driving while you are under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Of course not. Those are life-destroying and career-destroying things. But with a smile, as I say, you have to have enough convictions where someone said, you know what? That person has some real wisdom. And so you have demonstrated wisdom and insight. Today, you have the capability. And in fact, the technology has just changed to the point that you might not even need a recorder. There's a new microphone out right now which allows you not only to speak to a broadcast quality microphone, but the microphone itself will actually do a recording on an SD card, and you don't have to go through all of the trouble of trying to record it. It's very simple on a recording software. Literally, all you would need is this microphone, and you are recording radio programs. Now, you can enhance them with anything else, but you're recording the basic radio program with a simple microphone. Now, I'm going to teach you how to do that if you wish to do that, because here's the deal. Your business, your service, whatever you do, somebody else can do it. And somebody else may even be able to do it better than you are. Certainly somebody else will seek to do it cheaper than you. And that's the world you and your business live in. However, the distinguishing characteristic will be that out there, online, on the Facebook, on the social media, on your radio program, people can go and they can find out that you have the DWI, or what I call the DWIT, the DWIT factor, demonstrated wisdom, insight, and truth. You can do that. And right now, I'm challenging a number of you. In fact, this program is specifically designed for at least 12 different people who I actually have in mind right now, because I want them to say, in this new year, I'm going to take the opportunity to demonstrate to the world that I'm thoughtful, I'm empathic, I'm mindful, I'm compassionate, but I have some wisdom and insight and truth that can be useful to you in your life and in your business and in your career. I have some of that God-given wisdom and not just information but insight and truth. And I tell the truth. T9, tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth. And I'd like to share that with you. And hopefully that will be helpful to you. So whether I'm literally, this is true, I'm servicing air conditioning in the Tucson area, I demonstrate that I've got wisdom, insight, and truth. And I know a man who does just that, that shows that when that air conditioner goes out, there's all kinds of people who can fix it or repair it or try and sell you a new one. But there's one particular man and his company who has more than that. They have more than that. They have some wisdom, insight, and truth that can be helpful and useful to you. There we go. It's 15 minutes, and I'm now done. But I do want you to know that this is your opportunity, and we have for many of you an easy way to do that. Our new institute will allow you, very simply, to show many people around the world that you have something that is helpful, useful, and practical, and that because you share it with them, that information leads to some education, some relationships, and good things begin to happen when you fill the world, particularly your part of the world, with special wisdom. That's right. God has given you some special wisdom. And I want you to think about what it is. What is the special wisdom you have? And then once that is a bit clearer to you, and we can help you get greater clarity on it, then how to speak it, and how to share it, and how to connect with others because of special wisdom. You have it. Discover it. Learn how to share it, how to speak it, and make sure that it actually has a place in today's idea and service and even product marketplace. If you do, it'll go well with you. That's it. Always under 20 minutes whenever I can help it. As someone said, you're always under 20 minutes except when you're not. But I am. But I'd like to help you. So reach out. I'm the leader of an organization called What It Takes Radio, and we will help you do what it takes to get on the new modern media, the radio world of today and of tomorrow. Reach out to me at stanhouston@gmail.com, stanhouston@gmail.com, and I and my team, we've got over 100 years of professional broadcast experience, top-notch people who work with me who can help you be a world-class broadcaster, performer, speaker, video performer, radio performer, and sharing the stories and the wisdom and insight and truth that reflect on your special wisdom. Please do that. Please do it for me. I'd love to work with you. Please do it for you. You'll be surprised how it will change even you. And you know what? There's somebody out there who needs exactly what you have to share. I guarantee that. Somebody's life can be changed because of something you shared. Why don't you make a point of trying to get that done? It is a new year, and it's going to be a better year. And let's thank God and thank one another for the opportunity to do just that. I'm Stan Houston, the master entrepreneur, What It Takes Radio, and helping you find and discover the special wisdom that can help you change your world and, who knows, maybe part of the world. Bye for now.